I am Naisha Cummings, and I am a part of Keep Sobriety Simple.
And my name is Kimra Shaw, and I am a business partner, co-founder of Keep Sobriety Simple. We also call it KSS.
Yep.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game in Palm Beach County or South Florida, in case they have multiple homes. I don't want to tell their exact location where they may be, but they're going to tell us, Naisha and Kim, they're going to give us the game on a mental health clinic in the area. And a lot of y'all through COVID need mental health and a whole bunch of other, services. So ladies, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Good.
Give us the game on this mental health clinic. It's not every day that we see a mental health clinic open up by two Black women.
Definitely true. I think is one of those subjects that are definitely not talked about in our community, and it definitely needs to be talked about a lot more.
Yes.
Okay, and I know it's not just mental health, if I got my information correct, it's also sobriety. So, but with sobriety, mental health, the two go hand in hand because to replace something negative, you got to put something positive in there. So give us the game on how did this start and why did it start?
Yeah. Well, it started as, of course, two nurses entering into nursing as mental health nurses, but actually being in detox. What we started noticing in detox was a lot of the patients in detox actually come back multiple times. Some people are not ready to get clean and sober, and some people are. But what we started noticing was a lot of people that come back, you would ask them, what's the reason why you're back? And a lot of people had nowhere to go to get medication, or they had nowhere to go to actually continue their sobriety as far as medication management and mental health management. So that's when we decided, hey, why don't we open up a clinic to be like a third piece or an extenuation of rehab.
Okay, now I just want to make it clear because some folks will say, wait, hold on, you said drug rehab, then you said nurses. Is this nurse Jackie? Did they have an issue? Is that why they created it? So let's just clear the air right now that it wasn't out of a personal need for yourself, but for the community.
Right. No,
okay.
It's definitely, we're not in recovery at all.
But we are nurses. We know a lot of family, friends. Yes. Just the patients that we see coming through the clinic, you get to know them on a deeper level. So you have that connection like, hey, they need help. Mm-hmm. And Palm Beach County, Martin County, we need to address that.
Yes, definitely.
Well, and let's also clear the air because when you talk about rehab in Florida, many people, especially outside of Florida, have seen like shows like American Greed, and they say, "Oh, that's a hustle. I need to come out there and put my own twist on it," because South Florida really got a bad rap. And again, I wasn't here, so maybe it was spot on with people doing things that they weren't supposed to do. I don't know. But can you talk about the difference between your clinic and what people may know of South Florida Clinic?
I think actually with our clinic, we are definitely coming from a different perspective. Like Kim said, we actually have personal experiences with this, not with ourselves per se, but with family members that we've watched go through this. So it's more of a place where we're coming where we actually want people to get better. So our clinic is not here to continue to give them, how can you say, narcotics to fix their issue. We're actually trying to manage them with their mental health medications that they're already on. A lot of them don't take their mental health medications. A lot of them leave treatment, and that's probably the last time that they took a pill to manage their bipolar, to manage their depression. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to get them to come in here and say, hey, I need medication for my depression. I need medication for my bipolar. And they know that they can come here and continue to get managed with their medication. We're also trying to get a group going on Tuesdays and Thursdays called the Checkin Group, so that when they have those mental health issues or they feel like they're close to relapsing, they can come in on Tuesday and Thursday and be like, hey, I need that support.
And that's no cost.
At no cost. That means these ladies already have their bag. You know, oh, we're talking to, we're talking to some ladies with the either they're going for sainthood or the bag is secured. Either way, we need it in the community. Now, a lot of people worry about the stigmatism of getting help. And they say, well, I don't want, my family to judge me. Or some people, I don't want my gun rights to be taken. So, can you talk about those, things and how discreet the process is, so people can, we can take all the myths out of what people might be going through their head?
Well, HIPAA laws are, protect them. And so we're not into, especially we don't accept any minors. So these are all adults, and whatever happens here stays here, unless they're of harm to themselves. But yeah, HIPAA laws are very real, so we are very discreet. Very discreet.
Okay. Well, HIPAA laws may be discreet, but for those who know, they might say, what about Jayco? I just wanted to make a joke about Jayco, because in the hospitals, where was Jayco during COVID in most of the hospitals? Jayco wasn't around. So I just had to throw y'all out there, Jayco, because nobody saw you until recently. And now they're back. Now, yeah, you're laughing because I'm not lying.
It's so true.
Now, you guys are doing such good. I got to ask my signature question early, before we get too deep into it, that, with the success that you're going to have, and I know this is brand new, but what is a community give back that you are doing, opposed to having all this be free, like they needed anything else, or a community give back that you would like to do in the future, because we know the best is yet to come?
The whole program is not free, but the group sessions, that's free. The check-in sessions, those are free. But one of the community give backs that we talk about a lot are just, Boys and Girls Club, because we believe that if we start from our youth, with our youth, that we can make a positive effect on the rest of the community, because it starts at a young age. It starts in the home, and eventually it just becomes something that keeps growing. Yeah, you get older and you get more angry, you're just a bigger person with more problems and more anger. So we talked about getting affiliated with Boys and Girls Club.
Okay, and I know you guys had mentioned, dealing with adults, and then we talk about the Boys and Girls Club. So there is a youth component. What services can the youth get, or information can they get from your company?
We just about mental health and talking to someone, being open, being honest, knowing your feelings, acknowledging them, not hiding or suppressing them, and just an outlet. A lot of people don't have that. That's true. They just keep it in, and they think like, this is life, this is what it's supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to feel like. So.
Well, I just wanna
Well, a lot of people, they feel like that because you have so many latchkey kids. I mean, you got second, third generation latchkey kids. Parents are doing the best that they can. What are some things that parents can do for those kids who were raised by their phone? I don't want to sound old school and say TV. People say, what's TV? I don't watch TV. I watch my phone. I watch YouTube. But what are some things that parents can do to help that?
To help what, the latchkey kids or?
Yeah, the latchkey kids, before they go over the edge. And
You know what? I'm just going to keep it honest because I am a mom. You have to be the realest with your kids that you possibly can. You can't have that stigmatism like the old school, how you raise the kids old school and say, whatever I say goes. You're not allowed to talk until I talk to you. You can't have that kind of attitude with your kids. You have to be straight up with your kids, and especially when they get to high school, junior high school, because I always tell people your children are their own person. Even when you conceive them, they're their own being. You have to understand who your kids are, and you just have to take it by the horn as it is. If you know that you have one kid that's more depressed than the other kid, then you need to figure out a way to tune into that depressed kid. But you have to keep those communication lines open with your kids, where they feel like, hey, mom, I feel like hurting myself today. And they're going to come to you and they're going to tell you that. And I can honestly say that because I have that communication line open with my kids, but they feel like, hey, if this is going on with me, I'm going to come to you and tell you because I know it's a no judgment zone here. And that's how we have to get it in the community with substance abuse and mental health, because a lot of people keep that hidden. They don't tell anybody until it's too late.
Yeah, definitely. And could you tell, one of the key signs that, because a lot of parents too are in denial, and even, spouses in denial and say, nah, they're not depressed, especially if they have like a good job or if they're getting, let's say, straight A's, right, for kids. Oh, they're not depressed, they're fine. What are like some of the key signs that you see that are overlooked in, many cases?
A lot of times you'll see changes in daily routines. A lot of times you'll see sleep a lot. You'll try to understand, like, why are they always in the bed? Why are they always asleep? You don't see them communicating as much with friends. Yeah. And sometimes you don't even see them outside playing. You might see them on a video game. Sometimes the parents think, oh yeah, they're just on a video game. But a lot of times they're on the video games because they have antisocial personalities, or they just don't mesh well with other kids. There's a lot of things. You just have to know your child and be in tune with them enough to know that there's a change.
And I want to put out for the listeners where the majority of the audience is, I'm being told, you're giving those jewels and the mic goes in and out, but you guys are getting the gist of it. And I want you to also know that 10 years ago, we couldn't even have had this conversation the way we're having it. So y'all better catch these gems and jewels, because this is really something that can, save a life, with suicide being on the rise. So we're going to keep pushing, keep going. No edit, no chasing. Don't give it raw at all. Are there, since all the services aren't free, what insurances are you taking? What organizations can people reach out to say, look, we need help, we need a voucher or something to go to, your organization? What's out there for the people who don't know?
Okay. Right now we are new and we're just starting up. So right now we have partnered with 211, which everybody in Palm Beach know is the information line. We're on Google. We have a website. We haven't partnered up with too many people yet. We're working on it. We've partnered up with NAMI, which is for mental health. So right now, that's basically it. We have. We've been trying to connect with a lot of the treatment centers and sober livings, definitely the sober livings. And we've been like back and forth with meetings with the sober livings to try to get a lot of their clients to come here, because usually in sober living is where they relapse. So we're trying to, get those folks in here. As far as our free services, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursday meetings. But even when you come in for a doctor's visit, the most you're gonna pay is $50 right now. Right. Yeah, because at the time we're not accepting insurance until later on, probably hopefully next year, January.
Okay. Well, I think, those who definitely need help, if you have $50 for the club or for Starbucks, you can get $50 to get checked out. And it's interesting because, and you tell me if this is true, I know in companion care, it's very cliquish. You need to know the social workers, you need to know the nurses to get you in. You got to call them and call them. Is this business, and I hate to say it like that, but it is a business, but is this organization, is it cliquey? Like in this, genre, what you're doing? Are you having to, reach out to the friends that you worked for or went to nursing school just to get in the game to help? Yeah, call them out. I said it.
I would say yes. Yes. That's one of the things that we're struggling with right now. Just trying to get callbacks and reach, get to that top person who can help us to bring more awareness to the community. And really that's what we're just trying to accomplish right now, just awareness to the community, like, hey, we're here, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, because I always keep it 100. I really think that our skin color too, and the fact that we're women, is another intimidation method. Because let's just be honest, you don't see too many of us talk about mental health and substance abuse, and you definitely don't see many of us have clinics geared towards mental health and substance abuse. Like I said, it's not something that we are taught in our community to put on Front Street. Grandma Eddie don't want everybody to know that her grandson Junior got bipolar. So I think, when we tell people that we own a clinic, it's just like, oh yeah, okay. Y'all work for who? So that's what we're running into.
Off air, we're gonna go through your DNA bloodline, because when you said that, I said, how you know my Aunt Eddie? And in the situation. And every grandma and great aunt had that back room for that person.
Exactly.
That's how it was done. And so we're gonna talk. We're gonna see how deep you go into Arkansas, because I think you're talking about me. I find that you want to help people, but the color could be a major thing. People do business that they know and that they're friendly with, right? But also, if our people start all coming to you, other folks can say, wait, they're going to take all the black folks, or they're going to take all the brown folks. And, it gets real cliquish, but we shouldn't be like this, because you're doing the Lord's work and helping. I mean, this is not just saving one person's life.
No.
Person that they may drive into, shoot at, fight, stab. It just, and then their kids are impacted, and their kids think, I got to meet daddy or mama in jail to keep it real. So this is serious stuff. Do you know the numbers in Florida of mental health or suicides, especially in these crazy times that we're in? Like, I'm sure it's on the rise, but do you have any ballpark figures of where they're at?
We don't have any ballpark figures, but honestly, it was bad before COVID-19. So it's probably terrible right now.
Okay. I don't even want to look. I could have looked it up, but I try to protect my peace. So.
Yeah, because matter of fact, I think a couple of days ago, there was actually a situation in Palm Beach County where somebody was trying to commit suicide. So it's very prevalent. But like I said, when you open up the newspaper, or I should say online now, because everything is online, that's not the first article that you're going to see. They're not going to tell you that George or Betty had a bad day today and they wanted to commit suicide, you might find a small article on it because nobody wants to talk about it. That's the thing that we're trying to do. We're trying to have people talk about it, because when you talk about it, then you can fix it.
Okay, I hope we're not talking about the same case at Mar-a-Lago when they ran out of Bellini. I hope they didn't take it to that next step, and that it's not worth it. The rooftop had Bellinis, y'all. Relax. Yeah. Now, private company, that's one thing. Have you guys looked at the government contracts? Especially with the vets and just with the homeless. Have you looked into the RFPs, RFQs, and all that good stuff?
You know what? I actually haven't looked into that, but there's a couple of programs that I have looked into, as far as like Salvation Army. There's another one up here in Martin County, but I can't think of the name. And we have really thought of trying to figure out how we can service those guys too, because we understand, okay, you can come in here and you can sit with the doctor and get your mental health evaluation done. However, we would have to figure out how would they actually get their mental health medication, which is the piece that's missing.
Okay. Well, teachable moment for everybody. The government contracting game, you hear about it. It's not an easy game, right? But getting your certifications is the first step, because they don't even talk to you without certain certifications.
Right.
And if you guys want that free game, you check out your SBA, bypass the PPP loan and all that talk, so you don't get caught up in the news, and get some real help. And also PTAC and SCORE are great references to get you in line with your government contracting. Now, you two being nurses, I'm gonna tell you guys how much they are going for sainthood. Nurses are getting paid. In my Nigerian West African voice, money, you guys are cashing out.
But look, we are cashing out, but that's how you know we're serious about KSS. Because you see, we here trying to build this up with our own money, and we're not going to get that travel money.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it, folks, and I don't want to say too much, but Miss Cummings was a referral from her sister, a former guest, and her mama was sitting right here, Miss Shay, and they got half the businesses in Palm Beach County, and now they're working on Morton County. So it's all good. I'd love to know, leave the people with something where they can find you, where they can tap in, where they can find more information.
Okay, so basically you can find more information on our website, which is keepsobriety.com. You also can give us a call at 561-614-2882, or you can give us a call at 772-678-6045. Somebody's always going to answer the phone, whether it's the 772 number or the 561 number. Definitely check out our website. You can actually make an appointment from the website. And also we're on Google at keepsobriety.com. So you can keep sobriety simple.
Yeah, with our hours.
We're open on Saturday, but shockingly, we don't get anybody that wants to come in on the weekend. But we open weekend hours just for those people that do work Monday through Friday and find it hard to get in on a weekday. So Saturday and Sunday too, from 9 to 1, you can make an appointment.
There's nothing wrong with mental health, folks. I tell y'all, I get my therapy dang near weekly. It helps. Do not wait till it's too late to get help. The ladies are here to help. Don't let anything stop you from getting help. If there's anything else you guys want to leave the audience, the ladies and gentlemen in the audience, please feel free.
I just want to say that we're here to help. So, even if you're having financial struggles, give us a call. Let's see what we can do, because we are really committed to helping the mental health community. We're here to help. Yeah.
You guys have gotten the game. Make sure you share this with somebody, especially somebody in need. It will change their life.
As much as it is easy to claim recovery from a dreadful journey into drugs and alcohol, it only gets tougher by the moment. However, at Keep Sobriety Simple, we promise to deal with your situation with delicacy. After all, this should be a life-changing experience. With our patient-centered approach, we understand each individual and commit to their requirements. Management. We offer medication management for comprehensive mental health and substance abuse. Road to new beginnings. We promise improvement in an evergreen way. The difficulty is unreal, but we understand the need for support throughout the process. Choose us to not only make sobriety simple, but a life-saving goal.
Are you tired of the rat race in America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stretch the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand, or 10,000 Kenyan shillings, or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kelly Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.